The right angle. The biggest problem in art. The biggest problem is face recognition, because sometimes photos don't capture the right angle. When we know someone personally, we recognize them based on a series of angles. In a photo, we only get one angle. And what is worse, lenses can distort the face even more, as well as software trying to be helpful, and even the scene, the focus, and the colors. Sometimes a person's expression can alter their appearance entirely. And the last thing you want is your art creating a sense of distance and not closeness as it was intended. Photogrammetry with neutral lighting that allows for customizing the angle and light source later may be one way to do it. But this does also mean that a portrait can be printed in 3D, so it's not a terrible idea. And the software, Meshroom, Blender, and Prusa Slicer is all free. Alas, the oldest solution is often the best. That means you have to see the person you are going to paint in 3D, if not in person. It won't take you very long to understand their main angle. This means that although your painting will be eventually based on a single photo, you will need several minutes of video and a few dozen photos at slightly different angles and in different lighting conditions to find that perfect starting point. It can be quite an experience to go from having just one photo to multiple ones. Sometimes it may seem that the first couple of photos you are looking at show almost different people, sisters or lookalikes, and definitely not the same person. I call this the biggest problem in art: painting the wrong quote, twin, unquote. In closing, I would like to underline that stylized paintings are just as precious as the hyperrealistic ones. But reducing an eye down to a stylized version while retaining the correct appearance of a person as a whole will take a while. Especially when taking your first steps away from hyperrealism. You will get stuck here, but this is not a problem. This is your education. The point where you are getting stuck is your next milestone. And the reason why you are getting stuck is because even a realistic stylized appearance is illustration. It is no longer a photo where you are conquering light. Now you are assembling a perfect eye, component by component. This is not meant to be a source of frustration, but rather a source of pride. Building your first bridge of knowledge between breathtaking hyperrealism and enchanting, beautiful stylizations will surely become one of your most memorable journeys in life.